Good evening and welcome to the BBC Election Centre. Tonight is the third time in just over 2 years that we've come here to discover the result of a major UK-wide poll. In 2015, David Cameron's election victory led, of course, to the 2016 referendum that he'd promised. That resulted in the vote for Brexit and Cameron's resignation. And then this election called by Theresa May, in her words, to guarantee certainty and stability for the years ahead. A three-act drama. First indications of whether she's got what she wanted or whether Jeremy Corbyn has dashed her hopes will come with the exit poll at 10. Who gets to number 10? To Jeremy Vine's finishing line.
Welcome to our virtual Downing Street, where we watched in 2015 as Conservative constituencies paved a path to number 10 and Labour were left a long way behind. What will happen tonight? Will the Conservatives get the 326 seats they need to win outright, or will Labour close the gap?
Earlier today, the party leaders, as ever, were filmed casting their votes, just as nearly 47 million of us had the right to do. And the first actual result will help confirm or cast doubt on this exit poll. In the race to be first to deliver, it's Newcastle and Sunderland going head-to-head. And Sophie Rayworth is in Sunderland.
These are some of the 86 formers who are poised to grab the ballot boxes the minute they're brought in here, and they will run them here so the votes can be counted. Houghton and Sunderland South has been the first to declare since 1992, but this year they have competition. Newcastle is after their crown. Can they do it? We should know in about 45 minutes' time.
Our team here in the Election Centre are going to be gathering, of course, all the results as they come in, analysing individual contests, updating our prediction. And Emily Maitlis is able to look at each of the 650 individual constituencies and delve deep into their political makeup.
Never before have we gone into an election with such diverse predictions. Well, this is where we finally discover what the real numbers are. My giant touchscreen is being loaded with data, the result of talking to some 20,000 voters around the country. In a moment, I should be able to predict which seats could be changing hands.
And on the balcony up there, Mishal Hussain will be joined by politicians and commentators to assess why what happened and what the likely consequences are.
Yes, I'll be here throughout the night getting thoughts, views and verdicts on what the message delivered by the people means for the parties, their policies and some political careers.
And with me down here, our political editor, Laura Kunsberg, waiting to talk about this exit poll with only a few moments to go. There are just over 20 seconds to go till Big Ben strikes 10. Then I'll be able to reveal the results of the BBC, ITV and Sky joint poll. Over 30,000 people, 144 polling stations were questioned today, and by the magic of psephology, we're able to predict what we think has happened tonight. And what we're saying is the Conservatives are the largest party. Note, they don't have an overall majority at this stage. 314 for the Conservatives, that's down 17. 266 for Labour, that's up 34. The SNP, the Scottish National Party, 34, down 22. Treat that figure with a bit of caution for technical reasons about the exit poll, which I don't need to explain right now. The Liberal Democrats on 14, up 6, and the smaller parties, Plaid Cymru stays on 3, the Greens on 1, none for UKIP, and the others 18. Well, the Prime Minister called this election because she wanted, as she put it, certainty and stability. And this doesn't seem, at this stage, to look like certainty and stability. It could still be that the Conservatives, at the end of the day, have an overall majority. They need another 12 seats to get that overall majority, 326, as Jeremy was saying a moment ago. But that's just the exit poll. The reality, as Sophie Rayworth was saying, we get the first result in 3/4 of an hour. That'll be the first test of the poll. But that's how things look at this stage of the evening. Laura, what do you make of it?
Well, David, if these numbers are correct, then Theresa May has played a high-risk political game, and she appears she may have lost her gamble. She didn't have to call this election. She only did so to give herself her own mandate and some breathing space during the bumpy ride of Brexit. Just a few weeks ago, at the start of the campaign, she seemed almost unassailable. But a very shaky few weeks and an insurgent Labour Party under Jeremy Corbyn may well have dashed the Conservatives' hopes. Now, this exit poll result, it's worth saying, is not what either of the main parties have been predicting privately. This would be another political surprise, with both the British public again defying the expectations of the two largest political parties. Now, the Tories do still look like they'll be the largest party. They may yet see themselves with a majority. But Theresa May's promise throughout this campaign was to offer strong and stable leadership. That was her catchphrase. She may well end the night diminished, with the situation even more uncertain. But only, of course, your votes, the real results as they come in through the night, will actually dictate what happens next.